I'm really very nervous. No? One time, I presented sa, di naman, pero kung gusto, di naman. Yeah, submission. Okay. One time, I presented sa World Bank. No? So could you imagine yung audience in the World Bank, no? And the kind of questions they were asking. So kabadong-kabado ako noon. Pero feeling ko mas grabe ito. No? Kasi, kasi I'll be talking about something that's very personal, no? And I don't even think, no, or say that I am good at. No? But so this will not be preaching. This will not be your normal, our normal Sunday message, pulpit message. This will just be a sharing of who I am as a father and what I believe in should be done, no, as a Christian father. Okay? But I cannot talk about being a father, no, without recognizing my wife. No? So I'd like to introduce Angie. No? She's my partner, my helper. No? I even call her bossing. No? Okay. We celebrated our 30th wedding anniversary nitong June, no? Last June 8. I got it right, June 8. Okay. Okay. She is to me the perfect wife. You know, it's not that because she has no mistakes, no, or she has no shortcomings, or it's not because we do not fight. No, we actually fight. No, we fight 8 days a week. Okay, not 8 times a week, 8 days a week. Okay, but she is perfect to me, not as a person, but because she has been very patient with me. No? She has been helping me to become the kind of father and leader that I can be. No? Wala tayong magawa, patay na patay sa akin yan. Eh. Kaya, so, okay. Can I share something about how to, maybe a recipe to have a good marriage? No? Okay. In husband and wife, meron yan dalawang klaseng decisions. No? May big decisions and small decisions. Okay? The big decisions should be made by the husband. Small decisions should be made by the wife. Okay? Ano yung small decisions? These are the everyday decisions, di ba? Food, shelter, clothing, special connections, family welfare, financial management, every day. No? Yung day-to-day small decisions lang yan. Pabayaan mo na yung wife dyan. Ano ang big decisions? Okay? Big decisions sa akin to, di ba? Anong gagawin natin sa climate change? Okay? Anong gagawin natin sa West Philippine Sea? Di ba? Di ba? The coming super El Nino, anong gagawin natin? No? So yan ang big decisions. Okay? Kung hindi big decisions, pabayaan nyo na yan sa wife. Okay? So tandaan nyo na yan, big decisions and small decisions. Okay? Okay. Well, I present it as a joke. In truth, big decisions that impact the family is the responsibility and accountability of the father. Okay? I have self-rule. No? I call it the 51-49 rule. Okay? Because marriage is a partnership. Okay? So if marriage is 100%, 51% of the responsibility belongs to me because I am the leader. 49% is the responsibility of my wife. Okay. It means that I will be responsible and accountable if something is wrong with the family. Why? Ako ang head of the family. Ako ang leader. Okay. So that is my rule. 51-49. Okay. Kung ikaw ang tatay, responsibilidad mo ang pamilya mo. No ifs, no buts. Okay. So the first part is about being a leader. You cannot become a good father if you are not the leader of your family. Here are some verses on why the husband is the leader. 1 Peter 3:1. Okay? It says, okay, in the same way, wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands. Okay? Colossians 3:18. It says, wives, submit yourselves to your husbands. Tumatawa yung asawa ko. Di ba, boss? Okay. Ephesians 5:22 to 23. Wives, submit to your husbands. Okay. The Bible is very clear. Wives must submit to their husbands. Okay. I chose these verses it is not for the wives, okay? I chose these verses to challenge the husbands, the men. Okay? If you will look at it, if someone is asked to submit to you, that means that entails your responsibility. Okay? If Angie is being asked to submit to my authority, okay, that means I have a responsibility to her. Okay? So, sa simpleng pag-iisip ko lang, because God is telling the wives to submit to the husbands, obligasyon mo ang kapakanan, okay, the welfare of your wife is your responsibility. You cannot just say, wife, submit to me. That is what the Bible is saying. And you are not doing your responsibility. Okay? You want the wife to submit to you, you have to take that leadership. So, if you are a husband, you should lead. There is no other way around it. Okay? You must accept the leadership, do not dodge it. If you are a good father, must realize and work out his leadership role, his responsibilities, and his accountability. Pastor Paul, I'm borrowing your word here, work out. Di ba? Sabi ni Pastor Paul, nag-gym siya. So, okay? You have to work out your leadership. Okay? The first step to being a good father is to take up your leadership role. You cannot become a good father if you do not accept your leadership role. In other words, if you are a father, if you are a husband, man up. It's as simple as that. You have to man up. Okay? Here are some verses why the husband needs the wife. Remember the 51:49 rule? Okay, it says in Genesis, then the Lord God said, it is not good for man to be alone. I will make him a helper corresponding to him. 1 Corinthians, it says, neither was man created for the sake of woman, but woman for the sake of man. What is this verse telling me? This verse is telling me how much I need my wife. Okay? She was made to help me. Okay? And I really need her. I've been married for 30 years. Diba? I really, really need her. The verses says very clearly how much we need our wives. Okay. Di ba ang man, gawa lang yan sa not lang, di ba? God made man from dust. Woman was made from flesh and bone of man. So that shows right away the special relationship of how the woman must help the man. Okay? So this is the charge to the women, to the wives. This is your role. You must support, help, and build us up. Okay? I will repeat that. You must support, help, and build us up. That is your role. We need that. Okay? We need you very much. And we just really need to accept that, the men. No? Why? Di ba? Bakit natin kailangan tanggapin yung that we need the women? Alam mo, may special power sa mga women. No? Oh, di ba? They have eyes at the back of their heads. Yeah. Di ba? They're like a CCTV camera, yung 360, lahat nakikita. Di ba? One time, nag-uusap kami ng Christmas in July. Sidestep lang konti. Di ba? So, there were small committees in one small room. Di ba? So, syempre, the talk was dominated by the women. No? Magaling naman sila. Ang nakakapagtaka, yung isang group dito, na they're talking about their certain topic, di ba, their assignment, tapos papakialaman yung kabila, ay oo, tama yan. Tapos parang kaya nila mag-cross, di ba? While having this topic, they're listening there and di ba, parang di ba, special powers talaga. Di ba? So, hindi ko alam. Di ba? Ako namamangha eh. Di ba? So, but wives, because you have this ability that we don't have, di ba? You should help us. Okay? But do not take our role. Okay, maybe that's the harder part, di ba? You might know better, you can be better, but you should not take up our role. Di ba? You should build us up. Okay? Okay. I would call my wife boss, no, just so that it's clear. No? Even sa bahay, di ba, we use the radio sometimes, no, yung two-way radio. Di ba? Ang call sign niya sa bahay is the boss. No? I refer to our house as BNB, no? Bahay ni boss. Okay? So, but when I call her boss, it does not mean that she has authority over me. Okay? It does not mean that I have passed on my leadership responsibility to the wife. Diba? I refer to her as my boss because in her submission, she helps and supports me very much. No? That is how I recognize her. No? So it is just a term of endearment. Di ba? Sino bang boss? Di ba? Okay? Sometimes sa bahay, sino bang boss dito? Di ba? Si mama. Okay. No. But in reality, di ba? That is how I value her. Okay? Because she is my partner. Ephesians, husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Okay. Submission does not mean inferiority. Submission is mutual commitment and cooperation. Okay. The dad, the husband, must have this kind of leadership. It's called servant leadership. I will only talk about two. One is the relationship with the Lord, and another is about humility. I cannot imagine one to be a good father without having that right relationship with the Lord. Okay? John 15:5 says, because you can do nothing without me. Diba? So, sa pagiging ama, di ba, walang magaling dyan. Di ba? We cannot do it without God's grace. Di ba? We need that. And we can only ask for God's grace if He is in us, if He is our Lord and Savior. Okay. On humility, okay. Matthew 23:11-12, it says, the greatest among you will be your servant. Whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted. Okay. Godly leadership is servant leadership. I don't mean to put anybody on the spot, okay? But look at Pastor Jerome. He is really a model of what a servant leader is. Okay? Si Pastor Jerome, ang dami niyang accomplishments. Diba? He is known internationally in the Christian community. And yet, when you talk to him, when he carries himself, he is very humble. Diba? So, yan yung humility. Diba? Hindi niya kailangan magsalita, hindi siya nakikita yan sa loob niya. Diba? Lumalabas yan. Okay? He has a role model. Of course, it's Jesus. You know why he is a good servant leader? Because he is serving. They say, greatness comes from serving, not by being served. Okay. If you will succeed in life, you must succeed with humility. Okay? Proverbs 29:3, James 4:6, 1 Peter 5, verses 5 to 6. It just says, God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Okay? A humble spirit is a heart attitude that acknowledges our dependence on God, treats others with kindness and respect, and rejects all forms of arrogance. I will make another example. Okay? This example is, ito yung what humility is not. Okay? There's this person, he was about 50 years old then. No? He has very good privileges from the company. Diba? He's given 3 cars. Diba? 1 for your family use. Okay? 1 for your work use. The other pang coding. Okay? Meron pa siyang driver. Di ba? Bigay yan ng kumpanya. Driver, 3 parking space mo. Okay? Lahat yan libre, libre gas. Okay? Yung ibang kasama sa kumpanya niya, kailangan pumila, pumirma ng trip ticket, di ba? Or magbayad ng parking. Sa kanya, lahat yan libre. Okay? Then one time, nagka-problema yung kumpanya niya. So tinanggal yung driver niya. Okay? Ang natira lang driver para lang sa presidente. So he had to drive himself to work. Sometimes his work brings him out of town. Nung nagda-drive siya, ang sama ng loob ng taong to. Di ba? Sabi niya, at 50 years old, I am driving. Di ba? What's the big deal kung tutuusin? Di ba? People drive at 50 years old. Normal yun eh. Di ba? Okay? Pero itong tao na to, he felt na kawawa siya. Di ba? He felt so entitled. Just because nag-drive ka at 50 years old, bringing yourself to work, ang sama ng loob mo. Di ba? Alam niyo kung sino yung tao na yun? Ako yun. Okay? Oh, God rebuked me. Di ba? While I was driving, di ba? While I was complaining, right there and then, sabi ng Panginoon sa akin, ano bang inaangal mo? Di ba? Bakit? Nagko-commute ka ba? Hindi naman. Pangit ba yung coaching din na drive mo? Hindi naman. Di ba? So why are you complaining? Di ba? So that is arrogance, that is feeling entitled. Okay. There's another person, di ba? He was promoted, 44 years old, shoot up sa company ladder. He skipped 2 levels, okay, at 44. Okay, but he has been there for 18 years. Hindi na siya gumalaw. No? So he's one of the top 5 dun sa kumpanya na yan. Pero for 18 years, hindi siya gumagalaw. Hindi siya gumagalaw maybe because the table of organization did not allow it. No? And he was not also qualified to become the president. No? But he was complaining, 18 years na, hindi gumagalaw. Ano bang ginagawa ko dito? Di ba? Alam mo, sino na naman yung umaangal na yun? Ako na naman yun. Oh, di ba? What's my point? Instead of thanking God for 18 years, di ba, with all the benefits, di ba, with all the privileges, ang nakikita ko is 18 years na ako dito sa posisyon na to eh. Di ba? Okay? Imbes na pasalamatan ko yung 18 years, inangalan ko yung 18 years. Di ba? So this is the perspective that I want to share, di ba? True humility comes from inside. Di ba? It is between you and God. No. Maaring outside, di ba? Hindi, mabait yan, ganyan, di ba? O hindi, simple yan. But inside, di ba? Lord, 18 years na ako hindi gumagalaw. Di ba? Bakit hindi na lang, Lord, thank you for this 18 good years. Di ba? Okay? So, being humble, if you want to be humble, first humble yourself before God. And that is between you and God. Nobody knew I was complaining. Okay? That was just between God and me. Okay? So, my sense is this. The secret to having a humble spirit is to first acknowledge and be thankful of what you have. Diba? Bago ka umangal, tingnan mo muna kung anong meron ka. no? I'm reminded of this song. It's a very old song, di ba? Yung Count Your Blessings. I can't sing, no? But it goes something like this. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. Okay? So, if you want to humble yourself, if you want to be humbled, if you want to have a humble heart, count your blessings first. Okay. The second part is about being a father. Okay. Fatherhood is one of the greatest challenges of a man and one of the greatest privileges. I am uneasy talking about this because I cannot even say that I am a good father. That is not for me to say. If there is somebody who will say that I am a good father, it should be my children. I can try, I am trying, but I can never claim that I am a good father. That judgment belongs to my children. In the same way, I cannot say that I am a good husband. That judgment comes from my wife. Okay? I can try, and I am trying. Okay? So, to introduce my family, no? So to get a proper perspective, again, my wife, si Angie. Okay? I have 3 children, si Sky, si River, that's Sky, si River, and si Reef. Okay? Yung mga bata pa ng pictures, but they are, Sky and River are past 20s, Reef is 17, 18 years old. Okay, I said among friends, I refer to Angie as my boss. Okay? Not because she is my boss, but because I recognize her importance in my life. Okay? Remember the 51-49 rule? Okay? That is how important she is to me. Okay? Angie's parenting style is like this. Para makita niyo yung contrast namin mamaya. When my son Sky, I think he's 27 or 20 years old, went to Australia, gusto pa ihatid ng nanay. Di ba? At that age, di ba? 27 years old, ihahatid daw niya. Di ba? Gusto pa kunan ng business class na ticket, di ba? At kawawa daw. 28 years old, ihahatid mo. Di ba? Si Rif, last month, went to Davao with his friends. Di ba? Siyempre, yan na naman yung nanay, di ba? Ihahatid ko. Di ba? Could you imagine Rif? Could you imagine Rif at that age? Nasa aeroplano, tapos yung nanay, kasama mga kaibigan niya, yung nanay nasa likod. Di ba? Okay, but that's her style. Di ba? She babies. No? My eldest son, Sky, he likes sports. No? He does bouldering, he gyms, he does the full marathon, nagwe-weightlifting, di ba? He's a medalist, he's varsity golf. He's also a hiker and a climber. No? He is an engineer. He's taking his master's in Australia. No? Right now, while studying, he also works as a dishwasher and a food server. Okay? Just to augment his needs, no? His financial needs. I'm very proud of him, diba? Na nagtatrabaho siya bilang dishwasher and food server. Diba? I too served as a dishwasher. Pagka-graduate ko, pumunta kaming US, naiwan ako doon, nag-dishwasher ako. Mas mataas pa sa akin yung mga pinggan na pinuhugasan ko. Okay? Pagbalik ko, nag-aaral ako ulit. I took my graduate studies. So I'm very proud of my son for doing that. Si River, my only daughter, she's the most loving, kind, and beautiful daughter. Okay. I think I will allow her to marry at the age of 35. Or baka 40, di ba? Baka mas tama 40, no? Okay. So, she's also very athletic. No? She boulders, she gyms, she plays tennis. She's a certified scuba diver. No? She dives. No? But her best sport is putting on makeup. No? Okay. Nag-aaral pa mag-makeup yan. No? As in course. No? Okay. So she recently graduated from college and is taking up psychology. Sirif is our youngest son. He's also very athletic. No? He was a member of varsity chess, varsity baseball, varsity golf. Diba? He trains in Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, MMA. Diba? His varsity in judo, he represents his school sa UAP. Okay? So he's very athletic. Last month, he climbed Mount Apo. Naisipan lang niya, di ba? Akyatin ko kaya yung Mount Apo. Okay? So, yan yung tipo niya. He's very adventurous. Me, this is who I am. This is how I parent my child. Okay? That is not chicken. Okay? If you want to know what it is, di ba, you can ask me later. Okay? But gusto niyo ba malaman kung ano yan? Just to know how the kind of father I am? Daga yan. That's a rat. Okay? I'm not kidding. That's a rat. Okay? So while the mother, babies, di ba? Ako, I push my children to be adventurous. Okay? Like I said earlier, okay, it's not talking about being a father is not easy. Okay? This is how I think. I don't care kung ilang taon na yung mga anak ko. I will always be a father to them forever. It doesn't matter if they're married. It doesn't matter if they're adults. I will always be a father to them. Okay? This is my rule. I will always be your father first before being your friend. Okay? That is my rule, to be your father. If you are my friend after I do my role as a father, then that's a bonus. Okay? Tatay muna bago maging kaibigan mo. Pag pinagsasabihan ko yung mga anak ko, sinasabi ko sa kanila, anak, siyempre minsan masama loob nila, di ba? Sabihin ko, anak, sinong magsasabi sa inyo yan kung hindi ako? Di ba? Hindi ka naman tatamain ng, your friends will not correct you. You have the same perspective. But your mom and I, di ba, this is our perspective. And as parents, we will have to correct you. Okay? So the first part about being a role model is about integrity. No? These are just the points that I've picked. Okay? I will again tell you what integrity is not. Nakakahiya man. Angie does not know this. Okay? Nakakahiya man, pero kwento ko, because this is what integrity is not. Ako to. Okay. When Sky was small, I don't know if we were in Hong Kong or Singapore. We went to a theme park, no? Tapos siguro doon sa sign, if the child is below this age, it was either he was given a discount or free. Diba? Palagay nyo anong ginawa ko. Diba? In front of my son, okay, a young boy, doon sa ticket, sinabi ko na he is that age para makapasok sa discount or sa libre. Diba? Imagine, sa harap ng anak ko, just to save a few dollars, anong tinuturo ko sa anak ko, anak, okay lang magsinungaling para lang makaabante. Diba? It's okay to cheat. It's okay to lie. Just so that we can have an advantage. Diba? If Angie was there, I'm sure it would not happen. Diba? She would have corrected me. She would have checked me right away. Okay? But that is not integrity. Diba? Okay. In contrast, okay, I will tell you what I think integrity is. Okay? Si Pastor Paul, one time, nasa probinsya ako in work. Nabasa ko sa Facebook. Hindi ako masyado nagfe-Facebook, pero nabasa ko sa Facebook. Sabi ni Pastor, you got so bothered. It was about a haircut, okay? But he got so bothered that, di ba, he had to make it public that he lied. Okay? Sa loob-loob ko. Pastor Paul, haircut lang yan eh. Di ba? Ulo mo naman yan. Pera mo naman yan. So what kung sa ibang barbero ka magpagupit? Di ba? Kasi sinabi nung barbero niya, parang it was something like this, "Boss, parang nagpagupit ka." Sabi ni Pastor Paul, hindi ako nagpagupit. Okay? Siguro nahiya siya na sabihin doon sa barbero niya na, oo, nagpagupit ako sa iba. Di ba? It's just a haircut sa akin. Di ba? Pero kay Pastor Paul, no, it's not a haircut. It was lying. Di ba? So if it bothered him sa mga ganyan kaliit na bagay, well, it's not maliit, it's lying. Di ba? Then it will bother him sa mga malalaking bagay. Di ba? So that to me is integrity. Okay, that's a good role model. In Proverbs 23:24, sabi, "The father of a righteous son will rejoice greatly, and the one who fathers a wise son will delight in him." I think Pastor Jerome and Pastora Abel did good parentings on their children. I think they deserve a round of applause. Okay. Proverbs 22:10. It says, "A good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver and gold." Okay. One time, we had a very big project. Okay. So to hasten the process, the company, the president, deposited tens of millions of pesos in my name. Okay. It was a separate account, di ba? Solely for that account. But it was just in my name. Walang, hindi Victor Francisco and or the company. It was not, di ba? It was just in my name. Kung ninakaw ko yun, hindi nila yun makukuha. Kasi walang contact, di ba? Walang trace yung pangalan ng kumpanya doon sa account. Okay. Alam mo, sabi lang sa akin ng presidente, sabi niya, it was chairman president, sabi niya sa akin, "Hindi mo naman ako nanakawan, di ba?" Yun lang ang tanong niya sa akin. "Hindi mo naman ako nanakawan, di ba?" Okay. And then we shook hands. That's it. Okay. Bakit? Kasi tiwala yun eh. No? Tiwala yun. Alam nyo, kung tinime deposit ko yung money, they would not even know. Diba? Because it was in my name. Diba? Another time, also in our board meeting, I'm just sharing, because why you need to take care of your name. I'm sharing this. In our board meeting one time, I asked for a budget of 1 billion pesos. Could you imagine how much 1 billion is? They didn't deposit this in my account. Okay, but I asked for 1 billion pesos as a budget. Approved. In less than 5 minutes, it was approved. After the board meeting, nilapitan ako. Sabi niya, that was the fastest 1 billion budget that was approved ever. Okay. Tiwala lang, di ba? Kaya kailangan, the more you are entrusted with things, the more you have to be careful. Diba? Don't play with it. Okay? Because magkaroon lang ng konting lamat, diba? Hindi mo, mahirap yan ibalik. Okay? On discipline. Okay. So, this is what we should do. Diba? We should live with integrity. God is not looking for perfection. He is looking for honesty. Okay, on discipline. Meron akong baon. This was given one time ng Father's Day. Naalala niyo ba to? Okay, so yung mga tatay, di ba? Most of us know what it's for, di ba? Pang support to ng shoes, di ba? Pero ako, you know what? The second I saw it, anong inisip ko? Spanking stick. Totoo, yun kagadan pa. So, uy, magandang spanking stick yan Okay. Angie and I used to have a spanking stick. Nakasabit yan sa bintana namin, no? Nung maliliit pa yung bata namin. Okay. Si River, when she had a glimpse of my manuscript, sabi niya, nakangiti siya, sabi niya, oh, the spanking stick. So, ingrained sa kanila ang spanking stick. There are many ways on how to correct or discipline a child. How you raise your child is your accountability. We will not, I don't know, it worked with us. Si Angie hindi pinalo. She's okay. Ako, bugbog sa hindi naman bugbog, madaming palo. I think I'm okay. Basta, it is your accountability. But kami, we spanked our children for correction. Si Sky, pag pinalo ni Angie, it's not awi. Ganun siya. Nung bata yan. What's effective sa kanya? Stand in the corner. Okay, effective yan. Si River naman, sabi mo, get the spanking stick. Di ba? Wait, tatay, wait. Let me explain. Di ba? Magaling mag-abuga. Si River, pag pinalo mo yan, okay lang yan sa kanya. Di ba? He will take it as it is. Okay. Proverbs 13:24. The one who does not use the rod hates his son, but the one who loves him disciplines him diligently. The greatest responsibility of the parents is the nurturing and guidance of their children. Remember what Pastora Abel said one time? Our children cannot remember what they have not heard or learned. Okay? So disciplining children averts long-range disaster. With correction, children grow up with no clear understanding of right and wrong and with little direction on their lives. So do not be afraid to discipline your children. These are some pointers that Angie and I learned, no, sa mga anak namin. Lalo nito madami pang mga bata. If you decide to spank, okay, have a specific spanking stick. Okay? Sabi nila, do not use anything that the child can identify to you personally. Okay? Not your belt, not your slippers, basta anything that can be identified to you should be of love. Okay? So, dapat may designated spanking stick. I will lend you this if you want. Okay? But return it. Okay? They also said that spanking is only effective until a certain age, mga 7 years old. After that, pwede mo nakausapin yung bata. No? Mas naintindihan na niya yan. Okay? Let the child know the reason why she or he is being disciplined. Diba? Dapat naintindihan niya kung bakit. And the last is discipline immediately. Hindi pwede yung, alika nga, naalala ko last week, itong ginawa mo eh. so hindi pala pwede yun. Okay? I'll tell you a story, no? Just about me again. And I really felt bad, but I want to share this. Sino ditong katabi ng husband and wife who are seated together? Okay, wives, I'll ask you to do this. Okay? You do this to the head of your husband. Wag ganun na. Yung ganun lang. Well, basta just a tap. Okay? Just, hindi himas, ha? Just a tap. Parang maliit na batok. Okay? Anyway, so, one time, maliit pa si River. I don't know if River remembers this. I hope she does not, no? Because it was very sad for me. Pinagalitan ko si River. No? She was very small. Siguro napalo ko na rin. No? Kasi yun naman yung standard sa amin. Di ba? You correct, it's spanking. But one time, I tapped her head. It was hindi batok. Di ba? Basta I tapped her head. Immediately after I tapped her head, I said sorry. No? Sabi ko, sorry anak, I should not have done that. Di ba? I used my hands. No? Ano mong sagot ni River? It's okay, tatay. I deserve it. Could you imagine a young child, what, maybe 5 years old, 7 years old, telling you na it's okay for you to hurt me that way, to hurt me out of anger. Okay? it's wrong, di ba? You should not do that. If I did not correct it, di ba? What maybe River would think, hindi, it's okay for me to be hit. No? Okay? Kasi yun ang sinabi niya sa akin eh. It's okay, I deserve it. Okay? If you are correcting your children out of anger or because you are impatient, do not correct them. It is wrong. Diba? Correction, discipline should be done with love and with patience. Okay? So, that haunts me. Diba? I did not want my children to think that they deserve to be hit. Okay? In the wrong way. Okay? So, magkaiba yun, di ba? Yung discipline because of love, okay, and discipline because of anger. Magkaiba yan. Okay. Pastor Jerome taught us in our, here, 1 Timothy 3:4. Can we go to that slide? Okay, 1 Timothy 3:4. He must manage his own household competently and have his children under control with all dignity. Sabi ni Pastor Jerome, before talking about rights and privileges, talk first about responsibilities. It cannot be a one-way thing. Okay? Hindi pwede sabihin ng anak, I should have this is my right. Okay? Without teaching them responsibilities. Okay. If you see that something will lead to a bad thing, dads, you have to correct it right away. Okay. Do not expect your wife to do it. It is the responsibility of the father. Once you are aware, correct it right away. Have you heard of the saying, nip it in the bud? Okay? So, nip it in the bud. Nag-uusbong pa lang, cut it already. Okay? There's a management saying, if you do not address a concern, it becomes a problem. A problem leads to a crisis, and a crisis can lead to a catastrophe. So, kung may problema, habang maliit, nip it in the bud. Okay. Sa bahay namin, for as long as, this is our rule in the house, for as long as nasa bahay ka, for as long as you are under our roof, you follow our house rules. Doesn't matter if you're a professional already, for as long as you're under our roof, you follow these rules. Otherwise, if you tell me, bakit sa bahay ni ganyan, pwede. Di doon ka tumira. Hindi, ganun lang yun talaga. Diba? Alis ka. Doon ka tumira. Okay? My house, my rules. Okay? That's part of discipline. Okay. Providing. Fathers are tasked to provide for their families. Okay? Alam mo, ang father, a good father, will give everything for their family. Diba? It doesn't matter kung luma ang clothes niya. Diba? Basta mas maganda, mas maayos yung clothes ng pamilya niya. Okay? It doesn't matter kung wala siyang pera sa wallet. Diba? Basta naibigay niya kung ano yung pangangailangan ng pamilya niya. Sino dito sa mga tatay ang minsan umaalis ng bahay na walang spending money? Ako, I've experienced that several times. Okay? I've experienced that. Aalis ako ng bahay nang wala akong spending money. Okay? Do I feel bad? No. Okay lang sa akin. Makakauwi naman ako eh. Okay? Wala lang ako pang biling candy, wala lang ako pang biling but I don't mind not having spending money. But I like to sidestep a little. Okay? My wallet has two compartments, spending money and emergency money. Okay? My emergency money is quite an amount. Diba? It's a huge it's an amount, di ba? kaya ko siguro bumili ng ticket to Singapore or Hong Kong ng balikan. Okay? That's my emergency money. Okay? My spending money is what I use every day. So sometimes I don't have a spending money. Okay? Zero yan. But I will not use my emergency money. Why am I telling this to the dads? Diba? Especially to the young fathers. It doesn't mean, sana sa inyo, it doesn't mean na porket may pera sa wallet nyo, you have to spend it. Diba? Use it as an emergency money. Diba? Ako, pag ubos ng spending money ko, hindi ko gagalawin yung emergency money. Maski na I know it's a substantial amount. Okay? That's emergency. That's for a special purpose. Okay? So, I can have zero spending money, but I always have money in my pocket. Okay? But it is not for spending. No? So, tip lang yan sa mga younger generations. Diba? Learn to save. Okay. Fathers, we only need to provide what is needed. We do not have to provide what they want. Okay? Ano lang yan eh. Fathers, you work. You work hard. You work harder. Okay? But you do not have to provide more than what is needed. Okay? Proverbs 14:23. There is profit in all hard work, but endless talk only leads to poverty. Sabi ni Pastora Abel, you cannot give what you do not have. Okay? Maybe you can have if you work, di ba? But endless talk only leads to poverty. So hard work leads to prosperity. We need to put action over words, and mere talk and planning will not produce value. It will only lead to financial difficulty. Puro ka plano, tamad ka naman gumawa. Di ba? That does not work. Okay. The other part of providing, the father's role of providing, is to also teach the family to be contented. No? Sabi ni Pastor Jerome, true contentment is not having everything we want, but in not wanting everything we see. Most of the things I will be presenting here I took from the messages. No? Then I'm just putting in my experience. So that's what Pastor Jerome said. Contentment is to recognize the limitations of wealth. When my son graduated from college, tinanggal namin yung privilege niya. Kasi graduate na. No? Dapat magtrabaho na. So, tanggal ang privilege niya. Tanggal kotse niya. Tanggal ang golf niya. No? Yan ang dalawang malaking privilege niya. He used to play golf every week. No? Mahal mag-golf. Okay? So, tinanggal namin. Sabi ko sa anak ko, siyempre si Angie hindi masyado agree. Kaso ako boss eh. Yeah, so, okay. Anyway, I told my son, okay, if you want to use the car, you can rent it. 300 pesos a day lang. Kasama na yung gas. Napakamura, di ba? May kotse ka, may gas, 300 pesos. Compute siya sa sweldo niya. Sabi niya, uy, sige, okay yan. Okay daw, kaya daw niya. Sabi ko, hindi lang yan ang gastos mo. Di ba? Magbabayad ka ng parking. So, compute siya ng parking. Lumabas, hindi na niya kaya ng sweldo niya. Diba? So sabi ko sa kanya, mag-bus ka. Okay? So natuto siya mag-bus, matuto siya ng-tricycle, sumasakay na nga ng angkas, di ba? Para makapasok at makabalik. Okay. Si River, ngayon is still being brought to her work, okay, by the driver. But sooner or later, nasan ba si River? Sooner or later, River, di ba? That's the same deal. Okay? Si Riff, pag-graduate ng college, yan din, same deal. Di ba? You have to live within your means. Okay? I'll give you another tip. on the use of credit card, no? And why you should live within your means. Okay? Ako ganito ako gumamit ng credit card. Madaming nababaon sa credit card. Diba? Kung hindi ko kaya bayaran ng cash today, okay, right at that moment, I will not use my credit card. Okay? So, I only use my credit card for points. Pagdating ko sa bahay, if I use my credit card now, pagdating ko sa bahay, tinatapatan ko na yan ng pera. Okay? If my credit card is 2,000, pagdating sa bahay, I'll get my wallet, tapatan ko yan ng 2,000. Lagay ko sa isang envelope. Okay? Pagdating ng credit card ko, hindi ko pinoproblema yung pangbayad. Kasi tinabi ko na eh. Okay? So do not use your credit card unless you can pay for it. Okay? Unless kaya mo i-cash. Okay? Sabi ni Pastor, okay? Earn all you can, save all you can, give all you can. Okay? I know he quoted it from John Wesley, but I'm copying this from his message. Okay, mabilis na to. Okay? This is about being the member of a church. Okay? I included training in being part of the church. Diba? Why the father must be part of the church and training. It's because of Proverbs 22:6. It says, start a youth out on his way, even if he grows old, he will not depart from it. Okay? For starters, I'd like to say thank you and appreciate the people in our Sunday school. Diba? Yung mga tinuturuan yung bata, napakagaling. No? That is really something. No? It's not easy to prepare. Okay. I'd also like to say thank you to Gemwell and the youth and the older youth, no, mga college, young professionals, no, for taking care of our youth. No, even yung dancers natin dito, di ba? At Abel, di ba? When you see the youth, di ba, participating in church, di ba? That is good training. Okay. One time, sabi ng isang youth pastor, you cannot go wrong if you invest in the youth. And totoo yan. You cannot go wrong if you invest in the youth. Sabi ni Pastor Eric dati, when he was talking here, sabi niya, sino dito ang pumapasok sa isang eskwelahan out of tradition? Sabi din ni Pastor Eric, wala siguro. Pero ako, I was standing in the corner there. Sabi ko, ako. Siyempre, tahimik lang, no? Ako. Di ba? The guys in my family, di ba? From my grandfather, my father, my uncle, my brother, me, my two sons, okay. All of us, by tradition, di ba? Study in that blue school in Katipunan. Okay? Tradition namin yan. No? Okay. While I am blue, okay, I'm also green. Okay? And I'm also maroon. Okay? So these are the mottos of these schools. No? The blue is man for others. The green in Ortigas is Christian gentleman. And then the maroon in Katipunan is honor and excellence. Okay? These are very, very good mottos. Diba? Pero you know what? Recently, I found another school. I discovered another school that is just as good, if not even better. You know what their motto is? Can you click that? The motto, raising future leaders. Okay? That beats man for others. That beats the Christian gentleman. That beats honor and excellence, di ba? The motto, raising up future leaders. Ang astig. Siguro hindi nyo alam yung astig, no? Yung term namin, astig means tigas, di ba? Or siga, di ba? Or ang galing, no? Di ba? Ang astig nito, di ba? Raising future leaders. Di ba? You know what school? Jesus Flock Academy. Di ba? I only discovered that recently. No? Like I said, ano mo, traditionally we go to the blue school. But if my children will one day say that we like to break tradition and send their children to JFA, I will support that. Because I know that in JFA, di ba, it is a very, very good decision. Sabi nga ng JFA, di ba, raising leaders for God. For God. Young parents, how can that be wrong? Di ba? This school, JFA, is raising your child to become a leader for God. It cannot get any better than that. No? Okay? So, think about it. Di ba? I can say this because of my background. But, di ba, JFA can even be better. No? So consider that. Consider that. Kanina may sinabi, di ba, Brigada Eskwela on July 4. Di ba? Sana suportahan natin yan. No? Okay. Do the right thing, the right way, for the right reason. Okay. Si Sky, again, okay? I learned this from my boss. No? Do the right thing, not boss Angie, but boss from the company. No? Sabi niya sa akin, do the right thing, the right way, for the right reason. So this is how I apply it. When Sky, again, was looking for a job, hindi siya matanggap, bagong graduate kasi. No? He's an engineer, pero every time, di ba, sasabihin sa kanya, you lack experience. Di ba? Qualifications are okay, but experience kulang. Di ba? One time nag-apply siya in an office, dun lang sa taas ko. Di ba? Same building kami. Di ba? Kilala ko yung boss dun. Di ba? Kasama ko nga sa Mancom before. It would have been very easy for me to just call. Di ba? Sabihin ko lang, Bok, nag-a-apply yung anak ko. Shortlisted, 2 na lang silang pinagpipilian. Baka naman gusto mo i-consider. Napakadali nun for me. Di ba? And I'm almost sure tatanggapin siya. But I did not do that. Di ba? I did not do it. Why? I did not want to take the self-respect out from my son. Gusto ko kung makapasok siya dahil sa sarili niyang sikap. Okay? Hindi niya natanggap yung trabaho. Okay? The other person was taken. But it would have been perfect. Di ba? Sabay siya sa akin papasok, sabay siya sa akin pauwi, baka lunch niya, libre pa, i-charge pa niya sa akin. Di ba? But I will not do that. Di ba? Kasi kailangan turuan natin yung mga anak natin na tumayo sa sariling paa. Okay. This is the last part. Maybe just give me 5 more minutes. Okay. This is about tithing. Okay. I will quote again a lot from Pastor Jerome because tithing has been very personal to me. I have seen how God has blessed me, no? Because I am faithful in my tithes. Okay? Mga 30 years ago, sabi ng dati namin pastor, alam nyo, yung tithes should be based on gross income, not net income. Bago lang kami mag-asawa ni Angie noon. Siyempre ako kamot ng ulo, no? Grabe naman. Gross income, di ba? So, feeling ko, mababawasan yung spending money namin, di ba? Kasi based na ngayon yung tithes sa gross. But I was so wrong, di ba? So I based it sa gross income and God has been blessing us, di ba? For much, much more than what we expect, no? Sabi sa Malakay 3:10, it's even written there, bring the full tenth into the storehouse that there may be food in my house. Test me in this way, says the Lord of armies. See if I will not open the floodgates of heaven and pour out a blessing without measure. Pour out a blessing without measure. Di ba? Yung hindi mo alam kung saan nang galing. Di ba? Ako, yun ang experience ko. We can afford things, okay? But if you think about it, saan to nang galing? Okay? I will share this, no? Because this is a concrete example. Last year, sabi ko kay River, anong regalo natin kay Mama? Sabi niya, wala pa. Sabi ko, bili natin ng kotse. Okay? So, I asked her to come. Punta kami sa Toyota. Tinignan namin yung mga sasakyan. Siyempre, si River, upo kagad sa Land Cruiser, di ba? Sabi niya, oh, I like this car. Sabi ko, anak, hindi yan. Dito tayo sa Innova. Okay? So right there and then, di ba? Sabi ko sa dealer, babayaran ko in cash, pero ilabas mo mamayang hapon. Okay? So that's what we did. Di ba? Sabi ko, dalhin mo ako sa bangko, kuha tayo manager's check, I will pay it in full, pero ilabas mo mamayang hapon. If you think about it, kaya ko ba yun? Hindi to utang ha? Kaya ko ba yun? Hindi. It was God's blessing. Di ba? Beyond measure. Okay, it is only God who can orchestrate something like this. One time, di ba? I'm hurrying this up, no? Okay, one time, 20 years ago, I had a prayer. Sabi ko kay God, Lord, I want to write a 1 million check for the church. 20 years ago. Okay? I don't know what church, basta that was the desire of my heart. Lord, I want to write a 1 million check for the church. I don't know what church, I don't know for what reason, basta I wanted that. Okay? About a few years, or maybe 2 years ago, there was a church that had a crisis. Well, I did not have that 1 million then, but I had that 700,000. Diba? I wrote that check. Diba? You know what the blessing is? It is not that giving of the 700,000. The blessing to me is, Lord, you answered my prayer. Yes, it was not 1 million, but you provided for this 700,000. You honored my prayer. You honored my desire. You blessed me that I was able to give this 700,000. Diba? That's God's money. That's not mine. Diba? Who can orchestrate that? God alone. Diba? Okay. Sabi ni Pastor Jerome, tithing is a test. Diba? Okay. Will you bring your tithes? Will you steal it? Or okay, you bring it or you steal it? Diba? Dads, for your sake, you tithe. For the sake of your family, you tithe. Okay? There are blessings there. Okay? Pag sinasabi natin na hindi ako mag-tithe kasi kulang ang resources ko eh. I dare ask you this. Diba? Is it really a lack of resources or is it a matter of the heart? Sinabi na nga eh, pag nag-tithe ka, you will be blessed. Ayaw mo pa rin mag-tithe kasi natatakot ka. Diba? If I will borrow Pastor Paul's words, work it out. Diba? Work out the attitude of your heart. Okay? If you tithe, you are blessed. If you don't tithe, you are cursed. Okay? You will never be able to afford to tithe until you tithe. Tithing breaks the curse. Okay? The second test is, will God bless you? He has blessed me in so many ways. Diba? Hindi ko nga alam kung paano nangyayari, but it happens. Diba? And I don't need to question. I just have to say, Lord, thank you for all these blessings. Okay? Again, I would like to emphasize that the blessings only is because, diba, is only because of God's grace and faithfulness. We are just His stewards. I have these blessings only because of God's grace, not because of me. Sabi sa Deuteronomy 8:17 to 18. And this I always remind myself. Diba? You may say to yourself, my power and my own ability have gained this wealth for me. But remember that the Lord your God gives you the power to gain wealth in order to confirm His covenant, His word to you and your ancestors. This is my secret in tithing. You give your first tenth. Yan din ang sinabi ni Pastor. I've been doing this 30 years ago. Nung dati, ang gagawin ko, pag may sobre ako, lalagay ko doon yung tithe. Diba? Pag sweldo, sobre. Nung natuto ako pumirma ng gumawa ng cheque, pagdating ng sweldo ko, yan una kong gagawin, mag-cheque. Ngayon, pagdating ng sweldo ko, yan ang una kong gagawin, bank transfer, di ba? Electronic bank transfer. May bonus pa ako. Every time I do that electronic bank transfer of my tithes, sasabihin ni Arlene, God bless you. Di ba? And I accept that. Di ba? I am thankful for that. Di ba? Because there's always a blessing there. Okay? This is the last part. Can you move? Okay. Who wants to have money? Taas kamay. I'll teach you a secret. Okay? Garantisado. Okay? This is 1 peso. 1 peso coins. That's more than 700 pesos. Okay? The next one, the green one, that's mga 500 pesos. Okay? The next one, okay, that's mga 20 pesos. Okay? The next one is a small safe. There's a lot of money there. A lot of money. It's not full of money, but there's a lot of money. The next safe, the last one, that one, there's more money there. Okay. Alam mo bakit? And when I say a lot of money, it's a lot of money. Okay. Alam nyo, bakit? Sa bahay ko to Okay. But remember, it comes from God. Okay. By God's grace. But you know what I do? I save. I really save. Yung piso-piso na yan, malaking bagay yan sa akin. No? Hindi ko yan tinatabi. Excited pa nga ako Pag 10 pesos, tinetape ko. Di ba? Para alam ko 10. Kaya alam ko that's more than 700 Okay? I save. What is my point? If you want to have money, you must save. Hindi porket may pera ka, gastusin mo. Di ba? If you start saving now, young parents, young adults, di ba? You can save a lot. Okay? So, the question I ask is, I cannot save because I have no money, or I have no money because I don't save. Okay? Matuto tayong mag-save. Okay? This is the last slide. A faith fund. I also have a faith fund. No? Every year, my faith fund, I give it to whoever God wants me to give it to. Okay? Ano ang laman ng faith fund ko? This has maybe 16,000 pesos now. Okay? I started it in January, but every year I empty it. Okay? Alam niyo paano ko nakukuha yung faith fund? This is for God's use. Okay? Senior na ako Every time na meron ako senior citizen discount, yung discount ko na yon punta sa faith fund. Okay? Hindi ko yan, that is not for me. I set it aside for God's use. Okay? About 1,600, maybe more than 16,000 pesos. Kaya ko ba yan bunutin lang? No. Di ba? But God, I believe God honors that. Di ba? When you set aside funds for His purpose, diba? Not for your selfish desires or luho, God will honor that. Okay? So, yun po. I'm sorry I took your time. But, sorry. Thank you.